Hey there, and happy Monday. Yeah, Monday. Wait, yeah, this is Monday. I'm sorry. Sorry. Um, my days are all mixed up and confused. All right, y'all. So here's the update on the whole Poppy get neutered situation. Well, of course, I was a bag of nerves again today, and finally, it was getting close to 5 o'clock. So I messaged the lady and said I was bringing him, but she never saw the message. So I took him over there, and I took him in the space bag. I thought I would try that out, and actually, he did great. I was like paranoid that he wasn't even in there because he wasn't like moving around, he wasn't crying, he wasn't doing anything. I think he was just taking in the view or something, just I don't know, but he did so good where in that space bag backpack. So it was really, really nice. I did take the carrier with me just in case, because I thought, if he starts freaking out too much or whatever, I can always put him in the carrier. Plus, I didn't know if I was going to be leaving him there and they might need the carrier for him or whatever. So, anyhow, so I got there, and luckily the lady was there, and I no more got there, and she no more came down until the soy dog people pulled up. And apparently, I guess the vet just couldn't come near me or something, said something about the doctor, said she was sick or something or other. I don't know. She looked perfectly fine. She didn't look like she was sick, but I don't know. Whatever the case. So they just kind of looked at Poppy from a distance in the backpack. But anyway, she said to bring him tomorrow. The vet herself said, bring him tomorrow night and leave him there. And then they would do it Wednesday morning. They would do the neuter on Wednesday morning. And I said, can I not bring him Wednesday morning? And she said, no, because apparently they leave really, really early in the morning. I'm not sure what time, because they go to some other location to do all the spays and neuters and things like that. So I guess they're going to be leaving really, really early. And so he has to stay overnight tomorrow night. Oh, oh God, y'all, that is going to be really hard on me. I'm going to be so worried and so stressed out, just worrying about, oh God, because I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I think that he's going to be staying in a room. That's what I understood the lady telling me yesterday. It was something about he was going to be staying in a room, maybe at one of the rooms at her resort or something like that. But the thing that scares me is someone opening up the door and him running out. I'm just really paranoid because this is all outside. So it's like it's a resort that's set up similar to like a motel where, you enter from the outside, and so it's not within a building, like a hotel is. So I'm going to tell her, though, when I take him over there tomorrow night, I'm going to say, he's very fast. So if you open the door, he's liable to dash out really quick, because I'm not kidding. He can be in here playing, and I will go to this back door just to open it up to put some trash out or something. And in a split second, he is right there ready to run out that door. And I'm like, oh my God. So y'all, I'm not thrilled about leaving him overnight. I'm really not. It really makes me paranoid, but I guess I don't really have a choice. So looks like that's what I'll be doing, but at least I talked to the actual vet, and so that's what she told me to do. She said to bring him, and then they'll take him on Wednesday morning. So it's like just been days now of stress and my stomach in knots because, ever since, I even started talking to them about this ever since Saturday. It's been, me being a little on edge worrying because, I mean, he's my child. I'm sorry, but he is, don't be offended, actual parents of actual children. Because I know sometimes parents can get, like offended when people say that their animals are their children. I mean, I've actually seen arguments on like Facebook posts and stuff before in the past where people just like get enraged whenever someone calls their pet their child. And it's like, instead of getting enraged, why don't you take a step back and just think that, there could be some people in the world like me who never had children, who can't have children. And for me, my animals are my children, so I could say that I'm taking offense to the fact that they would get upset, I mean, I don't, because it's like, I don't get offended by stuff, it's like, whatever, you think what you want. But anyway, so I'm telling you, man, it worries me so much because I wish I didn't have to take him over there overnight. I have a feeling tomorrow night I'm probably not going to sleep very good. I'm going to be thinking about him. I'm going to be worrying about him, thinking about him, wondering where he's at. Where am I? Where's Oscar? What's going on? Oh God, I hate that. Because it's like, that's the thing, with animals, you cannot explain to them what is going on. And so they're just in a state of confusion because they don't understand, what's happening. Why am I here? What's going on? Why don't I have food? Why don't I have water? Which I'm going to have to make sure that, and hopefully the vet will make her understand that too, that don't feed him or give him water, before the surgery, because I mean, that's what she was saying on the phone yesterday was, something about, oh, no worry, I'll give him food and water. And I hope she didn't mean she was going to do that, like the next morning or something like that. I don't know, but hopefully she's going to be clear that, it will be clear that, no, don't feed him or give him water, at least 10 hours before the surgery takes place, because it can make them get sick. I mean, even humans, we're also told the same thing. If we're supposed to have surgery, they say, don't eat or drink anything at least 10 hours before your surgery, because you can get sick, and it just, it's not a good thing. So, anyway, but on a different note, today I decided, I figured out what I was going to use that other beef for. I decided I would make some beef tips over rice. So I cut up the beef into little like cubes, and I marinated it with some Worcestershire sauce in the refrigerator for a little while, and got me an onion and a garlic a thing of garlic. So I put some onion and garlic in there with the Worcestershire sauce, and and fixed that, and then put it over rice, and it was okay. But I was surprised at how tough it actually still was. I mean, it's like I marinated it. I was looking up recipes and everything, and it all said just to marinate it for like half an hour before you cook it. And I bought steak, steak. So it was supposed to be tender meat to begin with. I shouldn't have even had to marinate it, but that's what I was talking about before. The meat here is just not very tender. So, even marinating it was still kind of tough, but it was okay. It wasn't bad. And I've still got enough for another serving, which I've thought I was going to have for dinner, but I just decided, I'll just have it for lunch tomorrow or something, so I don't have to worry about what I'm going to have for lunch. So anyway, while I was starting to cook that, when my phone rang. And ordinarily my phone doesn't ring unless it's, somebody calling to say they're delivering something, but I didn't have anything I was expecting. because I hadn't ordered anything else. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. I wasn't expecting anything from Lazada. um, and it was the carry guy, the carry delivery guy, and he was like saying he was coming, and I said, excuse me, and I was like, um, I'm not expecting anything, and I said, what? I was confused, and he was like, no money, no money, and I was like, okay, and I was thinking, what in the world would this be? Well, it turned out he was delivering something I had ordered a little while back on Amazon, because I was watching Linda, Scottish ASMR Blueberry. I was watching one of her videos, and she had this fake pretend makeup kit that she was using in this video, and I just fell in love with this thing. I was like, oh my God, I love that. Love it. And I asked her, I said, where did you get that? And she said she had gotten it off of Amazon. So I started looking for it. And it took me a long time to find the thing, because I didn't ask her for a link for it or anything like that. So I had to search and search to find it. And when I finally found it, I was like, I have got to order this. I want this so bad. It was so cute. And so it was actually here. And I had just checked the tracking on it this morning, and it said that it had left Chicago on Thursday. And that was the last update that was on there. I didn't even think it had made it to Thailand yet. But yet here it was. And I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And it is so adorable, y'all. I mean, I suppose I could show it to you. Hang on, let me get it. I wasn't really thinking I was going to do it, but I'm going to anyway. Okay. It looks red. It's not. It's pink, but it does not look pink on here. But oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. This has that kind of 50s feel to it. To me, when I saw it in her video, I was just like, oh my God, it just has that feel to it. And I had to have it, y'all. I had to have it. So I am really excited, and I'm hoping that I'll get to make a video with it tonight. Look at this. Oh my God. I love it. All of it's fake. It's all pretend makeup. There's nothing real about any of it. And it's wonderful. Oh, I love it. I love it. So I'm really excited to make a video with this, and I'm hoping that I can do it tonight. I hope tonight will not be a replay of last night, because last night, the people across the street, they went out somewhere, and they chained up Slim over there, the dog, and he barked and barked and howled until way into the wee hours of the morning, and it was constant. I literally thought that dog was going to lose his voice. I thought, there is no way he can continue barking like this and not lose his voice, because it was constant. And no one went out to do anything about it. No one went over there to check on him or anything. I didn't go over there to check on him, because where he's at, it's like kind of inside this little like area where they park their scooters and stuff like that. And I didn't feel like I had the right to go onto their property like that. I was tempted, though. I really was very tempted, because he was just, I mean, it was like roar, 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 for hours and hours and hours last night. And then, oh, oh, all this, and just on and on. And I thought, oh my God. And I don't know when or if they ever even came home last night. I mean, I saw them out there today, so they were there today, and he was let off his chain, thank goodness, through the day. But at night, when they go out places, they chain him up and then he sits in there and barks and howls like that, which makes it extremely difficult for me to ever attempt to make a video for my ASMR channel. And it's so frustrating because it's like trying to make one during the day is pretty much impossible because of all the traffic that is just constant all day long. And the roosters are out here crowing and stuff all day long. So the nighttime, even though it's still not quiet because there's still traffic and the occasional rooster and whatever, and dogs, it's the only time that's relatively quiet to where I can actually try to film something for a couple of minutes before I have to stop and wait for things like that. And then I can start up again for a couple of minutes before I have to stop again and stuff. But it's the only time I can try to make a video where it's remotely quiet. And I'm just hoping that I'm going to be able to make the video tonight because I really was so excited for this to come, not thinking it was going to be here yet because it said the 22nd was when it was due to arrive. So I was shocked that it actually got here today. And so I really want to make a video with this now. And so I'm hoping that I can. See, more traffic. It's like crazy. Uh-oh. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. So let's cross our fingers that I'm able to do this because it's so hard because I want to make the videos for that channel because I'm really wanting the channel to grow. I really would love to eventually get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. You know, I mean, this is year 6. So I'm really wanting to get up there and, you know, but I got to make videos in order to hopefully get more subscribers. You know, it's like I've got to be putting out videos for that to happen, for people to want to actually watch them. So, you know, it's just, it's really hard when you don't live in a quiet area and people want quiet videos. But anyway, hopefully everything will go well tonight. Hopefully everything will go well tomorrow. I'm just really hoping for a good day. I don't want to be stressed out too much. I just know how I am. And I know I'm probably going to be stressing just like I have been. You know, worrying about Poppy. But I was so proud of him today. He did so good in that backpack. I couldn't believe it. And I thought, well, this is good that I was able to use it and that he seemed to be okay with it, you know, and that I was able to take him and do something that wasn't, you know, him getting poked and prodded because the vet didn't actually touch him or anything. She stayed back and was just like looking at him from a distance. So, you know, it's like, I guess she was just looking to see, is he big enough to be neutered, you know, but apparently, I guess she must have thought he was because she said to bring him. So, anyways, so yeah, so that's what's going on here. And I can't think if there was anything else. Offhand, I can't think of anything. So, cross your fingers I can make my ASMR video tonight. Hopefully, I can get, I don't know, y'all. I need to do my nails. I had to cut them all down today, so they're shorter than they were, but I hate painting them. I hate doing it, but I really probably ought to do a video, but that's going to take a long time because it takes forever for them to dry. They never dry fast enough. So I guess I got to go do that. I need to go paint my nails and start trying to set up and prepare for the video. If I get set up, then, you know, I'll try to grab the opportunity if it's there to make it. So anyway, well, I hope that everybody is having a wonderful day, and I will be updating again tomorrow with things. And that's about it, I guess. So You know what, y'all? I just happened to remember that I was going to say something about the ordering on Lazada thing. I forgot to I forgot to say that. So now I got to edit this video instead of just putting it up because I forgot to mention it. But I was thinking, okay, I said I was going to say something about it, and so I better. Yeah, I did end up ordering something else on Lazada. You know that tablet case that I said I had ordered and they had marked it as packed, and I sent them a message to find out when they were going to ship it, and they came back and said, "Oh, sorry, that's out of stock," and all that stuff, and I had to cancel it. Well, they got it in stock, and I ended up ordering it again because this tablet case that I did get, because I need one, is horrible. It's horrible, y'all. So yeah, I thought, okay, I can't deal with this thing. I'm going to have to order this other one. It's still going to take a long time. They haven't shipped it yet. Oh, Poppy. They haven't shipped it yet. They say it's packed again, but they assured me in a message, because I asked them, I messaged with them, and I said, do you have it? Because I noticed that it was still listed on their storefront. So I sent them a message and said, is it in stock again? And they said yes. And I said, both? And they said yes. And I said, and then they came back and said pink. And I'm like, so you don't have the blue one? Okay. Not that I wanted the blue one necessarily, but that would have been my second choice. So they said they had the pink one. And I said, if I order, will you ship it right away? And they said yes. So I ordered it yesterday, and it still hasn't been shipped, which is not surprising. But anyway, that case, I know what that case is like, and it holds the thing in there. When you close it, it shuts off the tablet. This case does not do that. I have to consciously remember to shut off the tablet, because when you close it up, you think that it's gone off, and then you come back and you pick it up and it's hot, and you open it up and you look at your battery that has been drained because it's been sitting there on for God only knows how long. And I can't deal with that. That is just awful. And it's like the case is so confusing. Okay? It's really confusing. So I said, to heck with that. They got that one in. I'm going to go ahead and order it, even though those people kind of irritate me with their, oh, it's packed. Oh, sorry, that's out of stock. Lying about it. But they're the only ones that sell that one, and I know it's a good one, and I really loved it, so I had to order it. I thought, okay, this other one is just too yuck. I just can't stand it. It's so confusing because it's that 360 thing. So you end up not really sure how you're supposed to open it, how you're supposed to close it, where your buttons are. Everything just is like, ugh, it's awful. I just don't like it at all. So anyway, I thought I would just, come back on here and let you know about that, since I mentioned that I was going to say something, and I totally forgot. So once again, have a good one, everybody, and I will talk to you later.